Stardew Valley has seen huge success since its initial release back in 2016, and the game has been expanding ever since. During this time, Stardew's creator, Concerned Ape, began work on his next upcoming project, Haunted Chocolatier. So this video is going to serve as a complete timeline for the upcoming 1.6 update, way back to its first announcement and all the way up to now in February of 2024. So without any further delay, let's go back in time to April of 2023. On April 16th, Concerned Ape made the confirmation that Stardew 1.6 was in the works. Initially, the update was described as simply a framework type update for modders, which would make modding more powerful as well as just simpler to do. Alongside this, Concerned Ape confirmed that there would be some new additional content, quote, albeit much less than 1.5. Work on Haunted Chocolatier would halt entirely during this time. Over a month later, on May 31st, Concerned Ape tweeted out one thing: Iridium Scythe. This one is pretty self-explanatory. Currently, we only have the ability to obtain the Golden Scythe in Stardew, so naturally, there would be an Iridium Scythe in the works. Although the question still remains, what benefits would it provide over the Golden Scythe? Moving into July, Concerned Ape dropped the biggest announcement about 1.6 to date, which was confirming a new festival, new items, additional dialogue, new secrets, and even more. With this, it was confirmed that the initial scope of the update had expanded far beyond its initial plans. So at this point, the update was no longer just framework for modders, but it wouldn't stop there. Following that news, Concerned Ape would go silent regarding the update for nearly 2 months, and the announcements from this point would only become increasingly more cryptic, leaving the community completely guessing. Instead of directly stating additions, photos of new content or teasers were posted. The first of these would be an image released on September 21st containing a parrot on Ginger Island. Pretty normal, right? Well, except it wasn't at all. The parrot, which is asking for money, is sitting on a Joja stand. So yeah, who knows what that means? The return of Joja on Ginger Island? Or maybe an expansion for those who take the Joja route in the first place? No one really knows for sure. Not even a week later, on September 27th, Concerned Ape dropped the biggest sneak peek yet. A graphic containing images of new sprites, items, animals, and more that still have yet to be explained. This post served as a summation of everything announced prior to this point, with the full list including a new major festival, 2 new mini festivals, new late game content that expands on the skill tree, new items and crafting recipes, Joja alternatives to endgame quests, over 100 new lines of dialogue, winter outfits for villagers, new rewards for completing billboard quests, support for up to 8 players on PC multiplayer, a new farm type, and plenty of small additions and changes, as well as some new secrets, with even more that has yet to be announced. So with this enormous announcement, Concerned Ape also reaffirmed that there is still no release date. Again, about a week later, on October 5th, Concerned Ape released an image of hats on cats and dogs. Hats can already be placed on horses, children, and sea urchins, and this expands that feature a little more to give your pets some fantastic little hats. Later that month, on October 20th, Concerned Ape released an image of wild horseradish juice, simply captioned, "Yum." So while this isn't any major game-breaking announcement, it could suggest that there's an expansion that gives more types of produce the ability to be used in kegs. 10 days later, on October 30th, Concerned Ape released this image. No caption was provided, which left everyone completely guessing if there was any actual meaning to it. If you didn't already know, this is a key, or chi, I'm not sure how it's said, fruit, which would normally look like this. So we can make 2 guesses here. One, the sprite is either receiving an update, or something a lot more exciting, it could be a giant fruit. If there's one thing that you should know about me, it's that I love giant fruit, so I think this would be a fantastic addition. This is a very, very late game item, so probably not even everyone knows what this is, but time will tell. Following that cryptic image, Concerned Ape went silent for about a month. But then on December 1st, he posted a picture of this, a big chest. This chest is described as storing nearly twice as much as a normal chest, and it definitely does look a whole lot chunkier. This post also let us know that Concerned Ape was going full crunch mode on the update, and that this was one of the, quote, many additions in 1.6. Later that month, on New Year's Eve, Concerned Ape released an image wishing everyone a happy new year, which plenty of people, including myself, thought was an announcement and confirmation on a New Year's event being added in this update. Unfortunately though, this was not the case, as was confirmed by one of Concerned Ape's employees on Discord. They stated that although Concerned Ape has put a lot of hard work into the update, they can say with confidence the New Year's festival is not one of them. So instead, they wanted us to focus on all of the really cool new things in the image, and since it's not a festival, it left a lot of people wondering, what do all of these cool things mean? Like for example, look, a cow. Concerned Ape is adding cows to the game. How cool is that? No, but really, it does look like we might be finally getting working fireworks. We can see the villagers in their winter outfits, and whatever good fortune in the coming year might mean for us as players. We also might be able to place signs that have a custom message when interacted with, like this one here. And finally, nearly a month later on January 26th, Concerned Ape released the latest news on Stardew Valley's 1.6 update, making the announcement that there would be no more major content added, and that this update was officially in a polishing phase until release. That said, he also did confirm that the scope of this update ended up being much larger than he had ever initially intended, which is obviously great news for all of us. Alongside this, he answered plenty of questions in the comments, confirming that the update would absolutely be released in 2024, and that it would most likely come to PC first, but with a little delay for release on other platforms. On top of that, he responded to a comment saying that it's comparable to 1.5 in size, but instead of being a big new area with a ton of new content, it revisits old areas and kind of refurbishes that content. With all of that said, that just about sums up the complete timeline of Stardew Valley's 1.6 update. While we still don't have a specific release date, we do know that it's currently in the polishing stage and that it'll come out in 2024. If I had to guess, I personally could absolutely see it coming out in Q1 of 2024, but we still don't have a name for the update, so I'm sure once that's announced, it'll only be a matter of time before release. And following the update, once it's come out, we still have plenty of things to look forward to in the coming months and years. Fan asked Concerned Ape on Twitter about 1.7, and his response was, 1.7? Who knows? So rest assured, development is very likely to continue on everyone's favorite little farming life sim. Beyond that, the release of Haunted Chocolatier is still somewhere on the horizon, so there's always something to be looking forward to in the coming future. Thank you so much for sticking around until the end, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.